Hey, you fuckers. How you going? Thanks for watching again. Hang in there with this one. 6 minutes, but I'll make it interesting. I've changed this one up. I've included everything. The little drawing before was the one he brought in. That's the original from Pete. He just a scribble. He just gave me the basic outline, the details, where things went, the basic structure. And this is me on the iPad Pro, just pulling different shit in off different places. One thing from here, one thing from there. I got that cod from one place. There's a painting of the Murray River in the background, and that's just some fucking pro fisher's boat. Had to take the life jacket off him. The tent was just off a camping thing, and the little fire was clip art. And I just put it all together, and he changed it up. Everything's been changed. It looks like copying, but I've changed everything. I put a different hat on there. There's a little Minn Kota going on the front of the boat. Changed the fins on the fish, and everything got changed. You can call it copying if you like, but it's from so many different sources that I think it's original art. And you shouldn't charge for that. I know of shops that charge $100, $200 drawing up fee, and I know for a fact that they just fucking go at the back and do what I just did. Get onto Google and do it in half an hour. If you're drawing from your heart and you're not looking at stuff, charge whatever you like. Charge more than that. Charge $500. I know you're not all doing it. It's a wank. It's daylight robbery. We already charge adequately. We're not rich, but we're not fucking poor. We get what we deserve. And if you're just taking money for Google fucking image searches, it's very wrong. How do you sleep at night? It took me all of an hour. Anyway, rant over. Don't charge for drawing up art if you're not drawing it up. That's my point. Robin is the prime example. Her airbrushing has given her the best art. She's got the best art. You ask her to draw something up, she draws it up. She sits down and she knuckles it out from soup to nuts. She doesn't fucking... She's good, man. Trust me. Robin's a superstar. She draws. She's an artist. I can do it, but not in an hour. And I don't want to charge for drawing up. So this is where I'm at. And that's why this video is fairly important to me, because you get to see what's going on. Anyway, rant over. This is Pete. Pete works on Hayman Island dive boat. He's a really nice guy. Pretty chilled, didn't move at all. Sat there and sucked it all up. He's originally from South Australia. And this is the Murray River half sleeve. It's the Murray cod at the bottom and the Murray River banks where he grew up and camped and all that lovely type stuff. So in the course of talking to this guy while we're tattooing, he tells me his missus, funny story, his missus works at Zambreros. She owns and runs Zambreros down in Cannavale near the McDonald's, across from Centro. Cool restaurant. Anyway, so he's telling me that we nearly had it in town, and you'll never guess where. So I'll tell you, where the new tattoo shop is. So where the new tattoo shop is, we could have had a Zambreros. I could be eating Zambreros for lunch every day. Instead, we've got a second tattoo shop. Now, I can tell you what I'd prefer. Anyway, I've come to terms with that. It's bugged me for a long time, but I'm working out a way to stay ahead of the game. Hence these fucking videos. Anyway, with this tattoo, my main focus was light sources and keeping my values right. I didn't want it to be too dark all over or too light all over. I wanted to show some depth with the light. I got a book called Dynamic Light and Shade. Or is it Dynamic Shade and Light? Dynamic Light and Shade. It's a drawing book anyway. And it's got a lot of this kind of stuff in it. And I was thinking of that while I was doing this tattoo. I actually missed a trick because there's a fire at the campsite, and that should have been a major light source. I realised towards the end, and if you look there now, those 3 gum trees at the back are kind of lit up. When you sit around a fire at night and you can see the trees around you, Well, that's the kind of feel there. As the trees go back into that forest, they get darker and darker, but that fire would have lit up those trees at the front there. And I've got lots of drop shadows. If you look at the shaft of the Minn Kota, there's a little shadow coming off. And if you look on the edge of the boat, there's a shadow from the seat and the guy. The light's kind of at the back there, at the corner. And then I really concentrated on finishing it off on the sides. I think I was just explaining to him then about how I put a lot of effort into the edges. Where you finish off on the edges, you don't just... sometimes you get lazy, and that's not a real huge part of your tattoo, but if you neaten up those finishing off bits, it makes it look so professional, makes it look great. So I really concentrated on those two aspects: dynamic light and shade, light source, and finishing it off around the edges to make it look neat. So there you have it. I know I said I wasn't going to post anymore, but hey, look, if you don't like them, just don't listen. They're so much fun. I enjoy doing them. I've got enough people saying they love doing them for me to keep going. I've got no plan. It's not a big thing. It's just what I'm doing. I'm having fun. I hope you're having fun. Man, I love all your comments. Please keep them coming. You're awesome. You really are. You make tattooing awesome fun. And everybody loves the gimmick at the end. So this time it's hashtag old shop, not the new one. Old shop, not the new one. Hashtag old shop, not the new one. Love you guys.